Hi, everybody. This is Pastor John from Grace of God, and I'd like to share a word of thanks and invitation to you today. First, the thanks. I want to thank all of you for your generous support of the ministry of Grace of God, especially over the past year. We have not only survived the pandemic, but in many ways we have thrived. And that is because of the grace of God that overflows in all of you. Now for the invitation. Over the next week, we are going to conduct an Easter Lily fundraiser in support of our summer youth mission trip to Nashville. I'll never forget last year walking into an empty church on Easter morning. And the only thing that gave some comfort and joy as I walked in here were all the Easter lilies and plants that I had set up the day before. Plants that had been ordered by members of the congregation weeks before we knew that we would be worshiping on Easter from home. And yet, those plants were good companions for us on Easter Sunday and for the weeks that followed as we tried to figure out together what the living presence of Jesus meant for us in that difficult time. Now we are on the second pandemic Easter, and we still need those companions to help us continue to get through this time and to add some comfort and joy to our Easter services, both for those that will be worshiping here in person and for those of you that will be worshiping with our live stream from home. Another impact of the pandemic was the fact that our youth were unable to go on their mission trip last summer. Now, we had a great alternative plan, and we stayed here in town and did some wonderful service projects here in town, and it was really unforgettable. And yet we were disappointed that we weren't able to get on the road and go to Nashville like we had planned. So we're going to do it this summer. We're going to go to Nashville for their mission trip and work in the inner city there. And this fundraiser will help our youth to get there. 30% of the proceeds will go directly to our youth fundraising efforts for the mission trip. So here's how you can participate. Whether you are a member here, whether you're going to be worshiping here on Easter, or whether you are a friend of the congregation or someone that we have connected with during this pandemic through our live stream, we invite you to purchase one or more lilies. The link to do it is right below this video, and there are three choices. There's an Easter lily that is a large 8-inch pot with lots of blooms on it. We're also offering a calla lily with a yellow flower and a pink azalea. And these will really look awesome in our worship space on Easter. We've done this for years, and we always include an opportunity to designate your plant in memory of someone who's died, in thanksgiving for something or someone, or in celebration of something. And so we're going to do that again this year, but with a couple of additional changes for this year. First of all, in addition to putting that list and those designations in print in the worship folder, I'm going to include it on the screen that will run before worship, so we can see who gave the plants and what people are remembering or celebrating that day. I think that'll be really special. I'm also going to include not only your name and your designation, if you'd like, but also where you are from, recognizing that in the past year we have connected with so many of you from all over, friends of ours and people that have discovered our live stream. And so we'd like to include you in this, and we'll make sure that on the live stream you'll be able to see the plants. I hope that you can consider participating in the fundraiser. This year, it feels more important and more personal than ever. So, thank you in advance for your participation, and God's peace.